What's up, Internet? It's your dumbass, Panicos Gaming. And yeah, we're doing some more Alolan Diglett. We'll do about 120, but before we do that, we probably won't get the Diglett tonight, or today rather, because this happened yesterday. Well, not that. That did happen, I guess, but not that one. You probably already saw it from the thumbnail. But yeah, I've been working on Porygon off stream, so I can try and evolve them in Legends Arceus. And yeah, so that was 58 eggs, so, you know, there goes my shiny luck. But let's just get into it today. We'll do another hour or so of shiny hunting. Yeah, I do like shiny Porygon. It's a pretty good shiny. The entire Porygon line is pretty good, I guess, since it's all the same colors, but I assume they are? I don't know why they would change. It's actually a good thing to check. Let's see. Porygon 2. Yeah. I feel like Porygon is probably the best of them, even though they all have the same colors, because just the base Porygon, it just looks better with the colors. Especially Porygon Z. Porygon Z doesn't look great. I'm slowly losing my mind. What's happening, Cocraft? Doing a shiny badge quest and let's go. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Alright, first one of the day. Watch this be shiny. Aw, that would have been nice. Oh, I just remembered I need to probably text one of my roommates. I had my some of my Pokemon cards go in. Or did I say go in or come in? Anyways. But yeah, one of the boxes came in. And I don't actually have a key for our mailbox. So I think one of them is the guy who actually owns the place. I think he's pretty good about checking the mailbox every day. But I should probably message him. Just to make sure, be like, hey, can you make sure to go check that? So that way my cards aren't sitting in 110-degree heat. I'd like for them to not get warped and shit. You have a catch combo of 230 for Sandshrew. Oof. Yeah, it kind of really sucks that the catch combos actually aren't as good as what we thought they were originally. Thanks, Sarah B. Well, okay. I blame Sarah B for that because of them being adamant that they had seen the code, but I do understand that how the mistake happened. But yeah, originally when the games came out, Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, you know, we thought that you just had to get the catch combo of 30, 35, 40, I forget what the exact number is. But you get that catch combo, and then every Pokemon that spawns after has the boosted shiny odds. And actually, we found out later that it's only literally just the next Pokemon. So you have to keep doing the catch combo if you want to keep having the crazy boosted shiny odds. Which, that sucks. But, I mean, again, Cerebi was kind of correct in that they had seen a line of code that said that, yeah, after a certain catch combo, you get a boost to the shiny odds. He just missed the part where it's only literally the next Pokemon. And of course, this was only years after the game came out, when most people had already finished any shiny hunting they cared to do. But it does explain some things, because they're like, Viridian Forest spawns stuff so fast that you like don't even notice that you aren't getting the boosted odds. But there were other areas where like I sat for hours with that catch combo and no shiny would spawn. I was like, something's not right here. Like, I've definitely seen well over a few, you know, I forget what it gets down to, but it's like under 300 for the odds. I was like, I've probably seen close to 3,000 Pokemon by now. That can happen, but it's not very likely. So yeah, honestly, I don't... Unless you're trying to catch, like, one of the special Pokemon, it may honestly be better to just stand there or, like, catch a few Sandshrews so that way you get the bonus to their spawn rate. Because I don't know if we have any, like, hard numbers on it yet, or if it ever got looked into, but definitely, like, if you catch a Pokemon, more of that Pokemon will spawn. And then also for, like, the special spawns that you have to... Like, what is it? Like Bulbasaur in Viridian Forest, for instance. It can be, it's definitely good to still do whatever catch combo you need to get, like, the max probability for those to actually spawn at all. And then just kind of sit there on it and not really bother to catch. Oh, that is right. You don't have Shiny Charm because you're actually playing through the game. Oh, really? You don't even have lures yet at that point? Okay, yeah. No, definitely do catching then. I'm surprised. I figured you would at least have base lures, but I guess Brock is literally the first gym. Come on, Diglett. I would love to get this today. I'd probably already used up all my luck last night, but man, if I can get another shiny today, that'd be great. I think that technically happened today. I think that was probably past midnight. Or maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, in the last 24 hours, we'll say. I think we'll definitely break 80% today. Oof. Team consists of Beedrill and Oddish, and the Beedrill is full odds? God damn. That's not bad. Yeah, I didn't do it during my, like, original playthrough, but when I finally got around to shiny hunting in Let's Go Eevee, I pretty much got everything in Viridian Forest. Other than that, I think I still needed, like, 2 Bulbasaur from it that I never bothered to get, just because it is the special spawn. Yeah, I do want to do a playthrough of Let's Go Eevee, or sorry, Let's Go Pikachu at some point. I just need the actual game for one, and then, I need to, like, do some other playthroughs before I even get back to doubling back to that one. Since other than the new games, Let's Go Eevee was actually my most recent playthrough. So I want to go back and do Shield and then Shining Pearl before I go back to it. And maybe another playthrough of Legends Arceus. Let's see, was there any, like, news on Cerebi today? New stuff for Pokemon Unite, don't care. Pokemon Masters, don't care. Pokemon Masters, don't care. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, also yesterday another episode of that new, animated show that they're doing came out. The, like, Path to the Peak or whatever. I am actually happy to see it. That's on YouTube. So I might actually bother to watch that at some point. I usually don't care about the Pokemon anime at all. 769, nice, yeah. Yeah, usually don't care about the anime stuff, but if it's that easy to just, like, watch, I might do so. Especially since I am kind of getting into the trading card game again. Granted, I'm only getting into it to, like, collect cards, but... It is kind of weird they're making an anime, or at least a short series on the trading card game, but, you know, okay. I mean, that's literally the entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh!, so I guess it makes sense. I just recently found out how to play that card game. I think I have a vague idea. But yeah, when I was a kid, I had no fucking idea what the hell I was doing. We didn't have any concept of energy cards or anything like that. It's just like, oh, look, cute Pokemon. Even when I got into Yu-Gi-Oh!, I had zero idea how to actually play that game. Like, the idea of, oh, there's, you know, this card has so many stars, so you have to tribute other cards to be able to play it. We had no idea what the fuck that was. We just played whatever the fuck was in our hand. And let's be honest, half the time we were just stacking the deck anyways. At least that's what I did. I was kind of a piece of shit as a kid, but everyone was doing that, so it wasn't that bad. Alright. But yeah, I picked up the Zamazenta Crown Zenith box, the one that, like, it has the Zamazenta shiny promo card, which I had meant to buy the Zacian one, and I had managed to click on the wrong one, I guess, and it wasn't until the next day that I realized that, and I just kind of said, okay, well, fuck it. I mostly only care about the card packs anyways. So I'll just probably end up having to buy a Zacian card at some point here. Am I a big collector guy? Kinda. I've been getting more into it. I have, like, a lot of cards in top loaders on my shelf right now. I do want to like kind of redo that display because I have lights for my shelves and stuff too. Like some LEDs that I bought a little while ago. You collect those figures? Okay. Yeah, I assume those are like anime figures or something. I actually have no idea. But yeah, I mostly just collect like Pokemon cards and some Lego kits. Which reminds me, I still need to one of these days build that Lego Porsche. I don't think I'm going to end up doing that one on stream, I'll be honest. But I kind of have an idea for like a video I would want to do with it. But also, I mean, I still have that video where I compare how fast it is to breed in this game versus Gen 8, so one day I'll get around to that. I mostly make anime figures. Okay. I would probably be more into doing that, but god, those things are fucking expensive. I mean, granted, so are booster boxes of trading cards, but even then, I mean, booster boxes are cheaper, and I feel like, just personally, I get more enjoyment out of opening a bunch of packs of cards than having a, like, figure on the shelf. I don't know. But yeah, I got that Zamazenta box. I got a box of Obsidian Flames, like just straight up booster box, so we can do some opening of that. And then I do have a couple of Pokeball tins. One of them came in already. I have no idea when the other one's coming in because it didn't get tracking for some reason. I assume it's just a smaller item, and so it was just way cheaper to ship it without tracking. So we'll see. I might open that that second Pokeball on stream, or in this next stream that I'm going to do for trading cards. I might open it somewhere down the line instead. It just depends on when I actually get the damn thing. But yeah, then after that, I'm, hopefully, probably, most likely anyways, I'm gonna try and get a whole case of, 151 Elite Trainer boxes. So that's like 10 of the Elite Trainer boxes. Because my buddy who, he said he would buy 2 of them. He didn't realize that I was only selling them for $50 a piece, so he's actually going to get 4 of them. At least he kind of seemed like he said he was going to do that. So that's going to be a fun stream, because that's going to be a very hype set. Especially because there's no booster boxes of it, so there's no, like, really, like, cheap or comparatively cheap way to buy them in bulk, the packs. Yeah, so he's gonna buy 4 of them, and he doesn't care, like, if I open them on stream or whatever. He just wants, like, the good cards out of it. So that'll be nice. So I can still open those on stream, and then I need to see if I can get someone else to, maybe buy the other 2. Assuming it's the same thing anyways, where it's like, yeah, open them on stream and just give me the good cards. So that way I can just open all their stuff, and then I can still have my 4 boxes as well. And those will be, like, mine to keep. But I also need to see about trying to like get my buddy to pay me in advance for that, for his cards, at least some of them, because like that's a lot of money for Pokemon cards. That's $500. And I do not want to end up like eating that entire cost because people be like, oh, actually I don't want it anymore. Like, oh my fucking god, I'm gonna lose my shit if that happens. But yeah, no matter what happens, I'm gonna buy at least four ETBs for myself. Just because there's 9 packs in each one. So since that's 36 packs, it's basically a booster box, just, you know, twice as expensive. I really don't know why they aren't just doing booster boxes of the 151. I do kind of get why, because they're, you know, kind of is going to artificially limit how many cards are, like, in the wild. Plus, they know people are going to buy the crap out of it anyways. Yeah, we got that in, like, late September. And then after I pull all that, I want to see what cards I have, and then I'll decide if I want to order the Alakazam EX box or not. Which shouldn't be too expensive. The main thing is that, because I am trying to build up basically a living dex of my, like, trading cards. Just, like, one of each Pokemon species. Just to have in my binder. And, Alakazam's going to be one of the more difficult ones, because for a while, there were no Abra through Alakazam cards because of some douchebag magician dude who apparently thinks he owns the rights to spoons or some shit. I don't know. Basically, way back in the day, some magician douchebag tried to sue the Pokemon Company or something, or threw a fit about the trading cards having Alakazam on them because, oh, there's, you know, he's holding spoons or whatever. And somehow that was infringing on his intellectual property or some shit. So the Pokemon Company just said, okay, fuck this. We're not even going to deal with this. We don't need to print these cards. So they just didn't put Alakazam into any sets for years. Or the entire Abra line, because there's no point if there's no Alakazam, right? And then a few years ago, he's just like, oh yeah, I guess you can print Alakazam cards now. It's like, okay, well, they didn't really need your permission because you're just a douchebag. They just did. It literally wasn't worth the cost to bother arguing about that shit. But hey, since you're going to say it now, fuck it. So now they're putting it in packs again. Which I guess is good, because it would be weird if they did Pokemon 151 and they didn't have an entire evolution line. Bruh. Yeah, that dude's a fucking dumbass. Like, it was so stupid, they didn't even bother to entertain the dude on it with like, oh, we'll buy the rights. They're just like, ah, fuck you. We'll just not print cards. It's also, you know, he doesn't have any actual argument because, like, if he had, they would have had to pull the damn Pokemon from the game, right? There wouldn't have been the Abra through Alakazam line in any of the newer games. So, clearly he didn't have any point. Unless somehow his IP only would have applied to trading cards, but that wouldn't have made any fucking sense. So yeah, being that Alakazam and the rest weren't in sets for a long time, they're kind of hard cards to find. I know they were in at least one, maybe a couple recent sets as well, but I figure this is a good time to just get it, especially because they're just going to have, like, a box that has Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. It's like, okay. Like, yeah, let's just... If I need it after going through all the boxes, all the ETBs, then we'll buy one of those, because they're not, even for 151, they're not too expensive. It's like 25 bucks, maybe 35. Let's see here, TCG player. Come on, shop all. Let's not get too distracted here. Okay. Yeah, right now it's going for like $23. How many packs do you get in that thing? Oh, you get 4 packs too. That's not honestly terrible. For 151 anyways. But yeah, if I have to, then I'll do that, and then also something else. I don't think I want to do anything like a full booster box or anything for that stream when I do that, if I do the Alakazam box, just because then after that, so that's beginning of October is when that one comes out, because for some reason 151 is launching in like 2 waves, where the most of the stuff comes out on the 22nd of September, I want to say. And then the Alakazam box, the mini tins, and the Ultra Premium collection come out on the 6th of October. I think? It's something early October. It's very close to when Detective Pikachu comes out as well. I suppose if I want to be really stupid, I could buy the Ultra Premium collection too. But I think a case of 151 ETBs will be plenty. I think at that point I'd rather buy like... Maybe I'll buy some more Paldean Evolved when I do that actually, because the price should have dropped some more by then. Trying to get my my full art Grusha card. Or I could do Vivid Voltage. I realized recently, so I was saying that there's a full art Nessa card in Vivid Voltage and Lost Origin. Actually, the Lost Origin card is weird. I'm not sure. It's not out of like the normal packs from what I can tell. I'm pretty sure. Maybe, I'll have to double check that. It might be the same thing where sometimes it gets listed weird. But yeah, so I might have to do Vivid Voltage if I want to try and pull for Nessa. Even though I would rather pull Lost Origin, just because I was looking into it. Lost Origin has a Giratina card that's worth like $250. It's like, there's a reason why it's worth that much, because you're not gonna pull it most likely, but, you know, still. That would be a very hype moment to get that card. 250? Yeah. And that's an older set now, too, so, like, that's not gonna go down a whole hell of a lot. Like the Iona card that I pulled on my last one, the $100 Iona full art, or alternate art rather, or whatever they're called now. That thing, it probably won't stay at $100. It'll probably come down a little bit. Or like the $100 Charizard from Obsidian Flames is only worth like 95 or 90 now. Because it's just, you know, the early hype drives up the price, but then as more of them get pulled, there's more supply, so the price is going to come down. Yeah. But yeah, being a little bit older, that Giratina card ain't going to drop much in price. So I do need to try to look into it, probably today while I'm at work. I'll just like browse on my phone and see if that one Nessa card is kind of a similar thing as the special illustration cards. Because some of the other sets, so like actually Crown Zenith, one of the ones that I bought recently, that one has the cards in its normal set, but it also has like a Galarian Gallery or something like that. That is, for some reason, it gets listed as a different set, but like it comes out of the same set of cards. It comes out of the same packs. So I don't know if the Pokemon Company actually like really calls it a separate set, or if that's just TCG player being weird or whatever. But I do need to look into if it's the same thing with Lost Origin. Because also, those packs are a little bit cheaper than Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage is like $150 for a booster box now. Lost Origin is like $130, I think. Not a big difference, but like, you know, it's a little bit. So I kind of would rather buy that before the price starts getting too stupid with it, as opposed to Paldean Evolved, which will probably be in print for a little while still. And even if not, there's still going to be a lot of supply of it. Alright, 2 more boxes. Like I said, we're not getting through a whole lot of these today, unfortunately. Because I did get up a little bit late, but as usual, we're going to get through like 4 boxes here. That's fine, we'll override that for whatever a handful of seconds are left for it. But yeah, after 151, in early November, we have another set of cards coming out. We have the Paradox something. I forget what it is, but it's like focusing on the Paradox Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. So I will want to try and pick up at least 1 booster box of that as well. And hopefully I can do the same thing with my buddy with that, where I can get him to buy a box or 2. But yeah, that, I will probably not be buying a full case of booster boxes. Those are a little bit more expensive. Even with 151 ETBs being a little bit more on the expensive side, just because there's not booster boxes. So they're kind of the best value, so the price actually goes up a little bit, making them not quite as good of a value. But still the best of, like, in terms of price per pack, I think. But also just being such a hype set, it's, you know, the price on it has gone up. Unless maybe the Pokemon Company is actually charging more for them than they usually would, which is entirely possible as well. But yeah, like 500 for a case of Elite Trainer boxes is a little bit much for what they normally are. But usually the case of booster boxes is usually like 600 plus. In fact, actually, you know what? I can look up what pre-orders are going for that one. TCG player. Okay. Pokemon, I'll just hit shop all real quick. And then Paradox. Pokemon. Paradox Rift. Okay. Yeah, booster box case of that is going for $750. So, you know, a little bit more expensive. You gotta go? No worries, GoCraft. Thanks for coming in today. I appreciate you watching. Hope I can see you next time. Later, man. Alright. Yeah, those, the booster box cases tend to be a little bit pricey. Because, I mean, normally a booster box is gonna be, at least at launch, it's gonna be, you know, $120 at least. So 6 of them, you're already looking at $720 right there. And the booster, or the pre-orders are always going to be a little bit more because there's always there's going to be some people that just, like, don't understand that it's not coming out for, like, 2 months, and the people selling pre-orders probably don't even actually have them yet. So even if TCG Player puts everywhere on that site that, like, oh yeah, it's pre-order, it's not coming out till early November. Like, we don't even really know what cards are in it yet. We know a handful, but that's it. There's gonna be some people that order it just thinking like, oh, maybe I can, maybe I'll get it early or something. Plus, the shops haven't had a whole lot of time to undercut the hell out of each other yet, so the, like, early pre-orders are also going to be some people, like, just wanting to be first in line to make sure they get it, which isn't really that big of an issue. Though I do need to order that, that case sooner rather than later. The one for 151. As eventually, I don't know if it'll sell out, but, like, it might get to be a thing where, like, I don't end up getting it on release day, which would be a shame. Or it at least doesn't ship on release day. Which is gonna... That's the thing, I don't know. It says... Like, on the site, it says that it has a shipping date of, you know, whatever the actual release date is. I don't know if they ship those out early to get them to you, or if that's literally the day that they send it out. Because if that's the day they send it out, I'm not going to be able to do that for a few days, and that's going to suck. Especially because my buddy is probably expecting that I'm going to, like, get the cards on day of. I guess it does say shipping date, not delivery date, so that probably is not working in my favor. Now that I think about it, like, in theory, even then, they could get it to me on time, or at least close to it, because, like, you know, it's, like, the booster box that came in today. Jesus Christ, I don't know why my brain stopped working there. But my Obsidian Flames box, that only took 2 days to get here, because I ordered it Monday night, so, I mean, they didn't process it till Tuesday morning. And then it came in on, like, Thursday at, like, noon. So, you know, but still, if they don't ship it until the day of, then that means I'm not going to get it till 2 days after, and that's probably best case scenario. I need to look into that. Because I think most of those cases already have their shipping included in them. In fact, I think all the cases that I saw on TCG Player have shipping included. But, like, I need to see if there's any way to just, like, get it on the day of. I know they don't want stuff to get there early because then they're technically breaking street date, and that's a whole disaster they don't want to deal with. Like, I honestly really don't care if it gets here a couple days late, because whatever, I was gonna, you know, I just collect anyways. But I need to find out about that before I, like, actually take money from my friend, or even consider the case, because I'm not gonna eat $500 on the entire case. And he just sells his cards. There might be some that he actually has, or that he keeps, but most of that stuff he sells. And so, like, obviously he wants to sell it as soon as possible. Because after a couple days, stuff starts getting pulled, it's easier to buy, just, you know, straight up buy cards that you want. So the price on them goes down pretty quick. Although, I guess maybe not too bad. I guess it has been a couple of weeks since Obsidian Flames came out, and... has it been... Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since Obsidian Flames came out, and even that Charizard hasn't gone down too much in price, so maybe not. But I don't know. I just have to look into it and talk to him about that. Because, yeah, I did only, like, just consider that, like, oh, right, if it's not here on the day of, that's kind of a problem. Regardless, either way, I am doing at least 4 Elite Trainer boxes for 151, so if it's not a full case, that'll be disappointing, but we'll see. I need to see if I can actually message some of those sellers on TCG Player. Alright, come on, Diglett. I know it's been like 45 minutes and all I've done is talk about Pokemon cards and not what's actually going on screen, but, you know, that's because it's shiny hunting. After 800 of these, there's not much more to say about it. I think I do have one more box to hatch after this. So hopefully we can still get it. We are over 80%, which means by this point we are 4 times more likely to have gotten a shiny than to have not gotten a shiny. And somehow we're still only at half of my attempts for Galarian Corsola. Boy, I really hope this one doesn't turn into that. I know someone said last stream not to jinx it, and boy, I'm starting to worry. Oh, I will say, in Pokemon Go last night, I actually managed to get a second Furfrou from the, like, weekly research bonus thing. Like, after you do 7 days of field research or whatever, you get, like, the bonus or whatever the hell it's called. Hey, what's up, Derpy? Welcome in. But yeah, so I have my second Furfrou. So I'm definitely... Oh, did I? I did finish. Okay, whoops. I'm definitely gonna be getting my DNC ticket or whatever. Getting that thing, transfer that thing out, like, immediately. And then do some location spoofing. So I can get my French and my Egyptian... whatchamacallits. French and Egyptian Furfrous, and then once I get those done, assuming I don't get banned in the process, then I'll stick around in Pokemon Go for community days, but that's it. I'm like not going to care at all about that game anymore. I do need to get a couple more candies for my Furfrou, because I'm at like 44 right now. I think I need 50 total, but I think I have 4 rare candies, so I just need a couple more. You're at 6k for your Galarian Ponyta. Oof. That's not great. Sorry to hear that. Because even at full odds, that's still significantly over odds. Yeah, I'm almost finally actually done with Pokemon Go. Or at least done enough that I don't care. If I get to a point where I'm out of, like, Pokeballs or incense or whatever, I'm just gonna delete the game. But the Diancie and Furfrou are the only two right now that I'm kind of in a situation of not knowing if those will ever be in other titles again. I'm sure Diancie will be a distribution at some point, someday. But Furfrou kind of really seems like they're just going to make that a Pokemon Go exclusive. Kind of like Meltan and Melmetal are. But honestly, I think even if I get to a point where I would for some reason need to play the game again, like if there's another Pokemon Go exclusive or something like that, then I can always just reinstall the game, unfortunately. But yeah, I think for now I'll do a couple more community days. I know we got dates for the next few. Yeah, we got their dates, but we didn't get, like, any announcement about what they are. I don't think. Unless the next one has been announced. Past that, I know there hasn't been. Yeah, it'll be nice just not have to care about that game anymore. Because I already don't like Niantic. They're a really sleazy company. And I've noticed a few times, like even in the past when I've like force stopped the process for Pokemon Go, it'll just start itself again randomly. Like it won't pop up the app or anything, which if anything is way worse. Because like there's no it's not like somehow, oh, maybe I accidentally tapped the icon. Hey Mizzen, I do have an Armarouge, but I'm not doing any trading or anything. So you'll have to ask someone else for that. But yeah, Pokemon, I don't know. I feel like there's some sketchy shit that goes on with Pokemon Go. I could just disable all permissions for it, and at the very least, if it is starting itself, basically, it can't do anything. Actually, I'll probably have to do that when I location spoof it. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, like, force stop it, turn off all permissions so it can't access my location or anything, and just let it sit for a week, and then set up the location spoofing, send it, set myself to be somewhere in France, and then do that, and then close it again, turn off all permissions again, wait another week, then send myself to Egypt, and then repeat the process again to send it back to the US, just so that way, if I don't have to get banned, I don't want to. I want to at least get through the Furfrows. After that, I kind of don't care. Yeah, we'll see how much of a pain that is to do, because I've never done the location spoofing stuff for Pokemon Go. So I have no idea how much of a pain in the ass that will be. But yeah, literally region locking Pokemon is fucking stupid. So I have zero, like, moral regret about doing it. Especially when it's, like, to really small regions. Like, when just having it be, like, the continents is kind of annoying for the North American, the European, and the Asian Furfrou. But the fact that it's, like, how do I put this politely? Not as heavily populated and not as, certainly not as big of a audience for Pokemon countries like Egypt. It's like, alright, come on. What are we doing here, guys? Like, in Niantic's defense, I can't believe I'm defending them on this, but it's not like they created the Egyptian form, or the Pharaoh form, or whatever it's called. Because that was created in Gen 6, before Pokemon Go even existed. I think. It definitely was not in Pokemon Go yet, and they probably didn't have any intentions of it being in it. So they had to... when they added Furfrou into the game, they were figuring out how to make it tie into the Pokemon Go mechanics. So I do get that. It's like, okay, well, that's, they didn't necessarily come up with the form, so it's not as bad, but also, like, just don't region lock forms of Pokemon, assholes. I don't know. Especially because there's no other way to get those forms into Pokemon Home. Because the Gen 6 games, if you move a Furfrou into Pokemon Bank, it immediately loses its haircut. So there's no, like, there's no other way currently to get the Furfrou forms into Pokemon Home. Which is frustrating. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The reason why I don't think that Furfrou's ever coming into another game, honestly, is because currently, across all the Switch titles, the only Pokemon that aren't going to be in any Switch title, assuming the data mines are correct for the DLC for these games, is a handful of Gen 5 Pokemon. I think it's, like, specifically the elemental monkeys, like the Simisage, Pansage, that stuff. Or, yeah, whatever they're called. The elemental monkeys from Gen 5, and then there's a couple more. I think like the Patrat line. But then the only Pokemon that isn't from Gen 5 that isn't in any of the files so far, or most likely will not be in any Switch game yet, is Furfrou, which is Gen 6. And also, like, just there's no reason for that unless they're expecting to just keep it Pokemon Go exclusive, at least for the short term. That could change in the future. But most likely it will not be for at least another game, and there's a lot of rumors, I don't know how accurate they are, but there's a lot of rumors that the next game will probably be some sort of Gen 5 remake. Either a remake or like a Legends Kyurem or something like that. So, most likely Furfrou won't be in that. Unless they bring back the National Dex, which that's not going to happen. They didn't even bother to put like Alolan and Galarian forms in BDSP. What makes you think they're going to fucking add more of the National Dex into Gen 5 past just Gen 5 Pokemon? Yeah, I don't see Furfrou being in the mainline games for a while. The other thing I could do is I could try putting up a shiny in exchange for, like one of my extra shinies anyways, in exchange for the Furfrou forms that I need. I don't think the French form will actually be too difficult to get, to be honest. The Egyptian form is going to be a problem, though, so I need... But, you know, if I put up a shiny in exchange for it, people might take it, to be honest. I might try that tonight. Just, like, pop that open and, see what happens. Alright, I think we got 10 more eggs after this. Come on. Come on, Diglett, please. Let this be the last episode of this. When I was getting eggs last night, I was just getting, like, shit on. I don't know what happened, but both my picnics were just, like, really bad. Like, usually you get something like, you know, like almost 3 full boxes. Out of 2 picnics, I only got 4 boxes total. So I don't know what the hell happened to my luck last night in this game, but I'm really hoping that doesn't continue, because that means I'm going to have to do a lot more picnics. So yeah, it'd be really nice if I could just get this tonight, and then I'll just finish hatching the rest of the eggs off stream. There aren't too many of them. And then after that, I can move into Alolan Meowth. And then, yeah, after Alolan Meowth, I'll do another Grimer. Since I have to do that in this game, I can't do it in Sword and Shield. And then, honestly, after that, at least in this game, I'll probably move on to the starters. Like, as I've mentioned last time, I don't know when I'm gonna actually bother doing the Alola trades in Let's Go Eevee. That might be one that I start picking at off stream, to be honest. Maybe after I get another Diglett and another Meowth. Or Alolan Diglett and Alolan Meowth. After I get another one of each of those. Then maybe I can just start as my, like, offline stream. Pick at Let's Go Eevee. just try and work on Rattata for now, to be honest. Because like I said, there are other methods for me to go and get the Raichu and the Marowak. Because in theory, I can get those from Dynamax Adventures. And specifically, Raichu actually is going to be pretty good for the, come on. For Suicune, since it is electric type. Especially if you get something that'll set electric terrain, because then you get Surge Surfer activated. Which is basically like Swift Swim, but for electric type on electric terrain. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We will see with that. But also, I need a lot more Rattata if I want to do AFK streams of Rattata. Or, I mean, I need a lot more of all of them if I want to do any AFK streams. Alright. Alright, only a couple more for today. Come on, Diglett. Come on. Please. It's not looking good. God, are we really going to be, like, potentially breaking 1,000 on this hunt? Going over double odds? I've only had that happen once, and that was Galarian Corsola, so this is getting a little bit scary now. In fact, this might be my worst hunt besides Galarian Corsola. Hold on. Nope. Okay, one more. Yeah, in fact, actually, Blaze Breed Tauros was my worst hunt previously, so, boy, it's been a real mixed bag with this game so far. Because we've had, you know, like, Alolan Grimer was really fast, Blaze Breed Tauros was really bad, this has been really bad. And then Paldean Tauros and Aqua Breed Tauros were both kind of like average. Well, that's worrying. I really hope this doesn't turn into another Corsola. Anyways, let's go ahead and save. So, yeah, didn't get it again today. God damn it. So we will be streaming more of this tomorrow. God, hopefully. We should get up to either close to or over 1,000 eggs. Really was hoping it wouldn't take this long. But, I mean, I hope every single time I can get it on the first egg, and that doesn't ever happen. For obvious reasons. But yeah. So yeah, we'll do more of this tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. And then Monday or Tuesday, probably... We'll see. It depends on when I get up on Monday. If I get up early enough on Monday, then I'll probably open Pokemon cards. Also, it depends on when my other box of cards comes in. Or if not, then we'll just do it on Tuesday. But yeah, that's pretty much the other streams, though. The weekend is just going to be more of this. If it's not Diglett, it'll be Meowth. Or if it's not Meowth, it'll be something else, too, you know. Hopefully, that'd be nice. Get 3 shinies this week. Anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching. I do definitely appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BandicoastGaming. Like I said, it's pretty much just this. Just shiny hunting, pretty much just Pokemon. Occasionally some Pokemon cards, occasionally, very rarely, something else besides Pokemon, but it's almost always Pokemon. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.